Hi everyone, Mike from the Excel Trainer here. The subtotal function is one of those functions that you don't think you'll ever need until you hit the problem that it solves. Let me show you. If you want to follow along, you can download a copy of the demo file from the link in the description below. Here I have a list of sales transactions for Excellent Ice Cream. The data is in a table called TBL Sales. The formula in B1 adds up the numbers in the revenue column, and the formula in B2 counts the number of rows in the table. Watch what happens when I apply a filter. I'm going to apply a filter to only show the records for strawberry ice cream. So what happens, apart from the fact that it applies a filter, I'm talking about the formulas, is absolutely nothing. It's still showing the same results as before. You'd expect the revenue and the number of orders to change, but no, the sum function and the count function don't take into account hidden rows. For that, I need to use the subtotal function. So I've cleared the filter and I've cleared the formulas. I'm going to recreate the formulas using subtotal. So equals subtotal. Then the first parameter in the subtotal function is a number. And in this case, it's number 9 because I want to sum, I want to add up. I can either type a 9 or double click on it from the list. Then a comma. And the second parameter is the cells that I want to add up. In this case, it's the revenue column from the table. So I'll put the name of the table, TBL Sales, open square brackets, double click on revenue, close square brackets. And I'll do a similar thing for the number of orders. I will count the number of order IDs. So equals subtotal, open brackets. In this case, I'll use count A because that gives me more flexibility as to what I can count. So double click on count A. And it puts a 3 in, comma, and then the second parameter is the column that contains the items I want to count. So if I wanted to count the order IDs, then I will put the name of the table, open square brackets, double click on order ID, close square brackets, and enter. Both of those formulas are giving me the same results as before. But watch what happens now when I apply a filter. So I only want to show, like last time, the values for strawberry ice cream. And now it's updated both formulas. One last thing to mention is that the subtotal function actually contains 2 entries for each item. For example, for the count and count A, you've got 2 and 3. But you've also got 102 and 103. For the sum, you've got 9 and you've also got 109. The reason behind this is to do with how manually hidden rows are handled. I applied a filter and that hid some of the rows. So the subtotal always ignores values that are hidden with a filter. But what if you have rows that you've manually hidden? If you use the numbers 1 to 11 from that list, the subtotal function includes rows that have been manually hidden. But if you use the 101 to 111, the subtotal excludes the rows that have been manually hidden. Did you find this video useful? If you did, please give it a like. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you'd like to keep up to date with what I'm up to, why not sign up to my weekly newsletter, which you can do at theexceltrainer.co.uk. But until the next time, have an excellent day.